Hello, this is Mrs. Liu. Let us look at this chemistry question. Excess magnesium was added to a beaker of dilute hydrochloric acid on an electronic mass balance. A graph of mass of the beaker and contents was plotted against time. So we have mass against time. What change in the experiment could give curve 2? Okay, so 1 and 2. So curve 1 and curve 2, there is a change in mass and there is also a change in speed. Okay, so you notice this is excess magnesium. So magnesium is added in excess and the limiting reagent is hydrochloric acid. Since magnesium is the limiting reagent, if you add the same mass of magnesium, it will still be in excess. So magnesium will not affect the amount of products being formed. So it will not affect the amount of products being formed. That means number 2, you will still end up at the same line as number 1. Okay, you will not end up at number 2. So this part 2 is not correct. A lower temperature will slow down the reaction, but it will not affect the amount of products that's formed. So part 3 is also not correct. How about the first one? Same volume of acid, but it's more concentrated. Okay, we know that the amount of products will depend on the number of moles that is produced. Okay, in this case, the volume is the same. Okay, and the concentration is more concentrated. And we know for number of moles in a solution is actually concentration times volume. Concentration, we use mole per dm cube, and volume, we use dm cube. Okay, since it's more concentrated, the volume remains the same. So since there's higher concentration, the number of moles will also increase. Since there is a higher concentration, the number of moles increase. That means the amount of products formed at the reaction during the reaction will be more. So more gas will be given out. Hence, the mass decrease will be more. And hence, there is a greater drop. And the speed of reaction is also faster because this line is actually steeper than the curve in number 1. Okay, the amount of products depends on the number of moles. And the speed depends on the concentration in this case. So the answer is 1 only. The answer is A. Thank you for joining me. That's all for today. Remember, you are a miracle.